Chairman Hill, Ranking Member Lynch, and esteemed members of the Subcommittee, thank you for the opportunity to testify today. It is an honor to be here. I'm Carlos Domingo, the co-founder and chief executive of Securitize. I co-founded Securitize 7 years ago with the vision to provide a regulated path for companies to tokenize their financial assets and issue, sell, and trade securities on the blockchain to modernize capital markets. Early in our journey, we recognized the need to establish registered entities to provide those services lawfully. In July 2019, we registered as a transfer agent with the SEC. Subsequently, in September 2020, we acquired a broker-dealer and alternative trading system license to legally sell and provide a regulated marketplace for trading tokenized securities, and then subsequently acquired the requisite approvals to operate. To date, Securitize has been primarily focused on realizing the efficiencies of tokenization in private capital markets. This large and growing part of our capital markets lacks modern, standardized digital infrastructure. It is encumbered by inefficiencies, outdated intermediaries, lack of accessibility to many investors, and illiquidity, all issues this technology potentially solves. Today, Securitize is the leader in the compliant tokenization of financial assets. We're the largest blockchain-based transfer agent in the US and have pioneered the tokenization of securities in many respects. We've issued dozens of tokenized securities valued at nearly $1 billion. We work with several of the largest asset managers on tokenization projects, including tokenized funds with Hamilton Lane and KKR, and most recently, a tokenized private fund issued by BlackRock, which is now the industry's largest ever tokenized fund. Legislative efforts in the US have been primarily focused on crypto digital assets and stable coins. There has been less focus on legislation enabling traditional financial services and products to benefit from blockchain technology and tokenization. Existing statutes and regulations were not designed with blockchain in mind and contain provisions that can preclude or limit its use in issuing, trading, and settling tokenized securities. This has impeded market participants from using blockchain technology in regulated financial markets and can undermine US competitiveness, given greater progress in other jurisdictions, including Europe, the UK, and Asia. Now I'd like to share a few of my thoughts on opportunities and solutions where new constructive legislation or clear SEC guidance will provide a path for applying blockchain technology to a broad set of regulated financial products. First, we need clarity in the definition of digital asset securities or tokenized securities to distinguish them from other forms of digital assets. This lack of clarity is crucial is today impeding regulators to really understand the unique characteristics of compliant tokenized securities and to regulate them accordingly. Second, today, for broker-dealers to be able to do custody of tokenized securities, they must become the so-called special purpose broker-dealers, or SPVDs. The SPV framework is frustratingly difficult to achieve, limited in scope, and temporary. It is unclear which tokenized securities are eligible for SPVD custody, and the framework expires in February 2026. We also believe that SPVDs should be permitted to hold payment stablecoins to facilitate efficient on-chain transactions between securities and cash. Today, this is not possible. Third, tokenized securities must be allowed to flourish on public permissionless blockchains, in addition to private permission chains, to realize the benefits of blockchain technology. Any blockchain should be an acceptable market infrastructure for tokenized securities as long as it ensures resilience, stability, risk mitigation, and is subject to a proper technical assessment. Fourth, transfer agents and SEC-registered companies and blockchain-based transfer agents are critical to the tokenization ecosystem and must be recognized as such. We believe that blockchain-based transfer agents should be recognized as the primary providers of tokenization and blockchain transfer agent services after meeting appropriate capitalization, insurance, and technical standards. Fifth, alternative trading systems must continue to be eligible trading platforms for tokenized securities, and peer-to-peer transfers should be sanctioned for investors when wallets are whitelisted and when regulatory transfer restrictions are enforced by smart contracts. And finally, registered ATS within SPVDs must be allowed to facilitate both trading and settlement of transactions in tokenized securities. Tokenized securities can expedite and condense trading and settlement to near real time and enable the merger of trading and post-trading activities, eliminating the need for certain securities depositories. This is currently the model chosen by the European Commission for Europe, and US entities should be able to realize similar efficiencies and capabilities. These suggestions are critical aspects of what tokenized securities framework should include. To realize this promise and avoid falling behind Europe and other markets where regulation for tokenized securities is more established, I encourage you to prioritize legislation or encourage clear SEC guidance that facilitates safe, responsible, and compliant tokenization of financial assets as soon as possible. Thank you.